All right, welcome everyone to Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
rezero, Season 3, Episode 5. Okay, we got a Durgan.
We got a dragon.
But the Durgan has run off, and now we've got Gluttony.
We got Gluttony.
Cool.
Invoking random names, it seems, in the multiple times we've seen them.
I'm sure this encounter with Gluttony is going to go fine.
Yeah.
They're definitely going to be Gluttony right here.
Right.
They'll get Rem back, and it'll be perfect.
Because you'll
That's
try
how
to
this is gonna
devour the name Barasu, and it'll be ineffective.
Exactly.
Because there is no Barasu except in Ram's heart. So therefore,
That's right.
You're gonna kind of have a recursion loop and just
Might as well call
Feed on
Subaru
nothing.
Luck Lamora, for those of you who get the reference. Anyways,
Nice.
but, yeah, I mean, it's Gluttony. Let's do this.
Let's do this. Yeah, we've got a hostage situation in the government building. We've got multiple fights going on.
Yep.
We've got a corny ass invoking some forbidden knowledge and being worthy of putting on multiple lists where he needs to be executed immediately.
No,
so,
I mean, I really hope that Amelia just responds to his question of, "Are you a virgin?" Are you? You know, like, because you certainly sound like
78
one.
wives, and we have sex all the time. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
definitely.
I don't know why you think I can't get it up.
Right.
I didn't say that.
Oh. Well, yeah, no.
I'll have you know my witch factor makes me extremely virile.
I'm sure it does.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
So yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Oh, this bitch.
I'm sorry, that was a strange thing to ask.
Because you never make mistakes, right?
Amelia is handling this very well. What the fuck does that mean?
Oh no, this guy combined with Gluttony? Oh wow, the implications in there.
And wait, but he said 79th.
Yeah, because he's killed many along the way.
Oh. Yeah,
pretty much. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Little king! Little king! Oh! Did you get your dick in a twist, little king? Oh! Oh!
Oh.
Right.
Fantastic.
That's a really clever way to not say, like,
Yeah.
his name, yeah. Right.
The Valkyrie.
Oh, dang, that was a thick window support there.
Oh.
Oh, hi. Yes.
What are you doing in
You
here?
would be here, yeah. Yeah!
Okay.
Can't dodge this, can you? Just keep going, yep. The grain of the head.
Do one at the device behind you.
Why is it not regenerating?
Yeah, you just saw it regenerate, so...
Well, it's not regenerating, though, right now. Oh. Well, that's what the eggs are.
Let's not.
That is gross. I'm just gonna shut the door. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the dragon was a puppet.
Dang.
I hope that's not a downward strike.
Right, regeneration, yeah.
Gotcha, so she wasn't anything that she's like inhabiting.
Oh!
Oh!
No, she's just a chimera being. She can transform her body into whatever she wants.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's terrifying.
I love it. Uh-huh, people. People, yeah. Yeah, it took you too long. You need to die, Subaru. This is really bad.
Well, and why one as a dragon and the others as flies?
Oh. Yeah, what would happen if she transformed him?
Oh.
That's not death. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Ah, he's an elf with silver hair, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is cruel.
Mm-hmm.
Would you still love her if she was a fly?
Or if she was a worm.
If she was a worm, yeah.
W-Y-R-M. Oh.
Oh, that's so
Wow.
delightfully gross. Yeah. Yeah, a bit of your blood or something. Gonna transform her. Yeah. Oh. Meanwhile.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not going well, is it? Meanwhile, they're just silently talking with their sword movements, yeah. That was almost comical.
Uh-huh.
Well,
okay, here she is.
Well. Ah!
Oh.
All
right, these two.
yeah. Huh. 2 minutes? Y'all are grouped up. This is a, yeah, go through the meat grinder.
Right.
What? Did he just hand her something?
No.
Meanwhile.
Yeah, let's see what happens here.
What the heck is that?
Oh!
Damn.
Just like that.
Do you know how much effort it takes to restrain my... Yeah. Nice. All right, let's go.
Oh!
Yes!
Nice!
Yes!
Nice!
Let's go! Yes! I was like, wait a minute, that's gotta be like some kind of...
Yeah, yeah.
Things are bad, yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah. No.
Right. Yeah.
Go, Superman.
Yes.
Be a knight.
That's an
for
order.
Me. Yes. What? Oh my gosh. Oh,
These two.
yes.
Oh my god.
This is amazing.
Oh, just like that. Okay.
Okay, this is a bad end. Wait, the eggs might be a plant to funnel down to the lowest point if they sink intentionally.
Well, that one was floating. Yeah. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Well, that looks like death.
Wait, so hang on. So the dragon actually attacked her.
Yeah, because it's a person. It's a person that she transformed into a dragon.
Okay.
So it still retains a little bit of will.
Okay, cool.
So it fought back, basically. Yeah, yeah. Okay, whoa.
All right, what do we got?
Oh. Oh, fun.
Artificial spirit.
Well, all right.
Okay.
They're winning. All
Okay.
right.
This was a wild episode.
They are-
A lot of stuff happened.
They are losing. Like everybody is losing badly.
Yep.
Witch's Cult has flooded the city. We've got Subaru having been mentally assaulted, emotionally assaulted,
And
then physically like broken to within near like millimeters of death. Probably drowning literally at this moment, or at the very least,
Right.
barely about to die. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
While also being in the process of potentially transforming. Okay.
Yes, that might actually be the literal thing that's keeping him alive.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's a good point. If it's her blood and stuff, that could be giving him a form of undeath, and that he might be able.
Oh, sure.
He might be forced to live.
Yep.
Oh god. There's some crazy developments here. A lot of things is happening, like everything all at once. Very chaotic. A little bit hard to keep track of, but
Yeah.
the main kind of big developments here is that we ended up getting to Lust, the Sin Archbishop of Lust, ended up fighting them, finding out that they themselves are a transforming chimera, very akin actually to Envy from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Sure.
In that having the ability to fully transform
Yep. They can kind of
whatever
become
she
whatever
wants.
they want. Yep.
Yeah, and then also having the ability to then transfer that transforming capacity in almost a lack of control, like a poison.
Yeah, like a parasite kind of way. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
into
and-
other people. Okay. Sometimes it turns them into flies. there's one time where it turned the person into a dragon, it would seem.
Right, and I think that's because that's the actual natural form that she has in some ways. Like, she actually has dragon
Sure,
blood. Like,
and then it doesn't work on some of them completely, and so they turn into flies instead.
Maybe, or it's more of a thing where the eggs or what have you, or more of the cocoon things might be more of a, no, I have more direct control over what I want you to turn into.
Yeah, I don't want multiple dragons, especially if apparently the dragon was able to still have some of its own will or something and turned against her.
Yeah, that's
kind of
interesting. The idea that the dragon might be someone that has, at the very least, a very strong will, or has to themselves maybe some magic that's
protecting them,
or something. My initial vibe is that they've set up a character that would be at the government office, and that's Garf's mother's new husband.
Right.
And that's him, and he's the dragon now.
That's what I'm thinking,
and
too.
he's saving Subaru, basically, is just because he's a just genuinely good guy.
Right.
But there's no basis for that. I'm just trying to grasp at straws right now. Right now, the real problem is that because Subaru has not died, cannot necessarily die at this point. He's been getting multiple times where he's super unlucky.
It feels like he should die. Like Subaru's a regular person still, punch you repeatedly with super strength in the air and send you flying and all that stuff and rip your leg off. And
he's had some major character progression with regards to season 2, and he doesn't want to do things this way. But yeah, it depends on how much despair would you need to get to in order to be forced to do that. Do you want Subaru to have a repeat of season 1 and see basically your mind get absolutely broken and crushed?
Yeah.
To where you lose the will at all.
Right, like, are we going to get a portion of, like, an arc within this season, basically, where Subaru does transform into something, and he just needs to wait for someone to kill him, like Ymir Attack on Titan style or something.
Like, this is really bad. Like, this is really, really bad.
Reinhardt's able to help now. That's good. That's probably the one good thing from this episode.
Yeah, probably the best thing this episode is that Otto again
comes in
being
clutch.
The best.
Yep.
And just being like, yep, suddenly a bunch of beetle bug things come at you, and it's like, wait.
Yeah.
Like, I forgot about, like, Otto
same.
being, like, the one that was most likely controlling them.
And I love that as a thing where it's like, that causes enough chaos that basically the hostage taker is not able to actually control his hostage for a bit, and that gives Reinhardt the opportunity. Great. Love it. Yeah. I still want to know why specifically he decided to do that, because it almost felt like it might have been something that was a coordinated.
Who decided to do what?
Why Reinhardt's dad decided to basically take her hostage at this moment.
Well, I think it's because in this moment, things were going bad. They were probably all hanging out together, having an awkward family conversation.
Sure.
Witch's cult announces on the thing there that, like, oh, stuff's bad. And in panic mode, he's like, oh, Reinhardt, you're gonna go leave to help people? No. You're gonna help me. You're gonna keep me alive.
Sure.
I think it was an entirely selfish thing. Pretty easy to explain from the scene we got a while ago.
Yeah.
But now that Reinhardt is being ordered to go be reckless, go get shit done.
Yep.
Is it even enough at this point?
Well, one of the
they've
things,
already flooded the city.
Well, they partially flooded it, and I mean, like that they showcased that, because it's this button that we have, we can press it and make your lives miserable without flooding the city completely so that it's just a basin of water. Right? Everything that's down close towards the center, sorry, you got the unlucky roll of the dice, and just you're toast, right? People that are higher up, you better start coordinating or complying with our demands, because otherwise we'll just let the water flood. Yeah, we can keep this going, right?
The towers are at the perimeter and are at the highest point.
Exactly, which is something that I like as far as a part of the cult's plan, where, like, they have hostages that they can kill effectively, right? It's not just a one or nothing, right? Because then it kind of becomes a game of chicken.
And then the threats don't feel like they're valid. But now it's more like, no, we're losing so bad that there's almost no point in fighting right now. Like, we need to see what we can scrape together. And then the only hope you have is that there's enough people that aren't unified because of circumstances that they'll be off doing things on their own to cause problems that the witch's cult is distracted. you know.
Right.
If
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But, okay, they want Tome of Wisdom that was recently brought in.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that has anything to do with Bayako, but I'll have to go back and check that stuff.
Oh, it might be.
But we have the stuff mentioned with Amelia, which, okay, so that's a part of the Synarch bishops that are actually working together as planned.
Right.
That's tied with it. That might have been a part of the plan, but again, we're not sure how connected that was originally to things,
Right.
or if that was a recent communication of like, hey, this is something I need to do. And it's like, yes, okay, great. I'll keep working with you.
Right. It
Because
felt
she
weird.
seems now to be the leader at this point.
Yeah, it felt weird for that to be something that was specifically mentioned because that seemed up until now to be Regulus's just, this is my hobby, basically, you know? And so this is what I do. While we're doing this bigger plan, I'm going to get another wife because why not, right? Maybe it was targeted specifically on Amelia and they know that she looks like Sathala and all that stuff, so they knew to go after her, sure. But as far as like the wedding itself happening, that doesn't feel like it would necessarily be important unless like the wedding happening then causes.
Now, again, they're crazy.
I don't know.
It has
Yeah.
nothing to do with it being important or not. It's what they want.
Sure.
And pretty much every Synarch bishop we've ever met is unbridled want. They have a thing that they crave, desire, and they will push any obstacle out of their way to get that thing.
Right.
So regardless of whether we understand it right now, that's what they want. But then the other thing was something to do with like, what was it? It was something to do with like a I don't remember. There was another demand specifically. Let me see if I can find it here. But
It was the three new demands: the Tome of Wisdom, the don't interfere with the wedding, and then
that's what I'm saying. So yeah, there was a third thing here, and I'm trying to find it here. Let's see here. The
artificial spirit. It's been chilling in this city.
So that doesn't seem like it has anything to do with like anything
Our
that we
party.
know thus far. It's a city-based bound thing.
Right. Where my mind goes is the bard, right? You know, that the bard is actually some artificial spirit that is like the demands.
Sure.
That one specifically was fun in the kind of way of like, okay, rather than it being about like what's going to happen plot wise, it's more like giving us the audience some new information about what's going on, since this is a very involved arc and an involved plot that we're only seeing from the outside.
Yeah.
So now we're getting to see it a little bit more from the inside.
Right. Some more things that they would want. Yeah.
Right. And they just like mention them as demands now as a result of the attack, or just because it's all right, cool, we can let this information out now. Right.
Yeah.
We didn't want to reveal that earlier, and so we kept the demand simple. But
now I want to talk about Lust. 'Cause
Okay.
this was her official introduction here, and she kind of owned the episode in that regard. The way in which she mocked and taunted Subaru while basically saying, you don't actually have any real love within you. Because you're just a human, basically. You're just like anybody else.
Yeah.
If you actually genuinely loved somebody, then it wouldn't matter if their looks were disgusting. It wouldn't matter if their looks were vile.
Sure.
But actually, in some ways, your only motivation is following after those who have beautiful meat, those that have, an attractive figure or what have you. And so then by mocking him with Amelia's form and saying basically like stereotypical romantic lines that people say that are genuine reasons that people bring up as to why someone's important to them, that are all things that have nothing to do with looks or anything like that. She's mocking all that and saying that that's all lip service. And I like that this is a method that someone's bringing up here, because this isn't like they're a telepath looking into Subaru and being like,
Nah.
I see your soul or what have you. No, she's just generalizing based on her experience and
I've
her
lived a long
worldview.
time. These are the things I've seen. You're no different.
Right,
you know?
right. And as someone that could transform, you would know about pretty privilege. You would know about the ways in which the general attractiveness of somebody is a thing that gives them access to things that an unattractive person just wouldn't have access to.
And that's sort of the funny like conundrum of the thing that she's trying to get at.
Right.
Because she's the Sin Archbishop of Lust and she's trying to talk about love.
Right.
And so then she's talking about the aspects of lust, and it's like, sure, that might be something that you know about, but then all the things that you're dismissing are the stuff of love, right? And
right, because she's saying it's actually all lip service based around the idea that you only say that to the people that you lust after. And that's an argument. That is a point that you could bring up, in that generally speaking, people who love people then like in a romantic way, then also desire them in a physical manner.
Well, and that's the inherent thing that's being missed here, right? Because then that's specifically just talking about romantic love, and so then it kind of brings in the yes, and so therefore, right, you're saying it's only within the bounds of this, and so therefore, yes, you're automatically right, kind of a thing, right?
Oh yeah, totally.
You know,
no, I'm not arguing that she's right. I'm saying that it's an actually like fair argument to bring up, is that people who are desiring someone sexually, who are lusting after somebody, can very easily then conflate that with love.
Right.
It is something that in some ways is the epitome of what Subaru's character actually was for the majority of this show.
Oh, yeah.
Is that he came in with a very inflated view of himself because he believed that this world and its inhabitants were there to be basically his private little JRPG video game.
Right, and so Pretty Girl shows up and he's like, "Oh, awesome! You'll do nicely."
Yeah, she will be a perfect waifu for me.
Right.
And thus the show is poking fun in a lot of ways of the if you are like attracted to this character's design or what have you, suddenly you love this character more. Or if you find this character's design to be gross, therefore you can't love that character or what have you. And it's just kind of fun. It's extremely short-sighted and extremely narrow, and it has no like bearing on love in general. Like,
right. It's the so clearly you're dismissing all the love that isn't romantic, right?
Or sexual, like
exactly, right. And so that. One might even say that is the beauty of romantic love, is that then it's the convergence of those two things, right? So then great. Like that's the exact kind of situation where you would want to have a sexual partner, is where then you have this other thing, right?
Yeah. I just find it fun that this is something that Subaru is being like almost pointed at by the hand of God kind of coming in here and being like, hey, did you like actually just kind of ignore kind of your whole perspective on this whole thing just because you went through season 2 and you're like, you're gonna be okay?
Yes, you have grown a lot. Good job. But you can't just ignore that was where you started.
Yeah. Well, also like she's saying like right now, like not where you started, because she doesn't know where he started. She doesn't care about him or
she doesn't.
She's saying
doesn't
right
really
now, like, are you only like caring about Krush just because she's a pretty girl? Like, are you actually only trying to protect her because she's a pretty girl? Yeah,
which then also is fun because the things of like, wait, wouldn't she be able to get through the window and all that kind of stuff just fine? It's like, that's effectively another example of that being showcased.
Oh, yeah. No, I think that's absolutely a subconscious thing that Subaru does, and it's not something that he's fully addressed in an internal way. Like, has he looked and reflected on that to where it's the, I just think that's fun because, again, Subaru's whole character has been someone that's needed to have the hard look at the...
at myself, basically.
At myself and see, wait, am I the kind of person that then would be capable of loving another selflessly. And in a lot of ways, that's been addressed multiple times from multiple angles. And we see that, yes, he absolutely is capable. He's grown tremendously in this regard. But it is fun to have his old demon, if you will, be kind of like pulled up and reanimated right in front of him. Being
for the extra psychological torment.
Oh, for all the torment.
Yep.
But okay, cool. But yeah, he is flung from a dragon without a leg, dropped
into the water. Other people see it, so maybe they'll rescue him. But he also has the parasite blood doing its thing.
Right, but he dropped into it from like 50 to 100 feet in the air.
Oh yeah, no, Subaru should have died like 3 times this episode.
For a show that has made a point to show how Subaru is a flesh sack filled with blood.
Yep.
He's a regular ass human.
There was some real indestructibility happening here. Where
there was some actual indestructibility happening
like
here.
He's only going to die if he actually chooses to off himself, kind of a thing, and nothing short of that, basically. Right.
Right. I do like the idea though that Lust was specifically making sure to not kill him though.
Right, because she wants to torment him and eventually transform him. Right, which totally makes sense. But also, it's like
right. So the thing that I have to go with here is that on some level, although the dragon was not regenerating.
And yeah.
There is something potentially that maybe while he's in the act of transforming, it is in and of itself also keeping him alive.
Even though that was also something that happened quite a bit after most of the things that would have killed him.
Right, but we don't know how long it takes for someone to be transformed. So
I'm saying before the blood was even put into his system.
No, because the blood's... I'm talking about at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
He's already got the blood in his system.
Right.
So what are you talking about that's not that? Like...
Because the blood was put in his system, like, towards the end of the episode.
Yeah,
most of the damage that he inflicted was before then.
Yeah, but none of that was lethal. Like, none of that was...
I would argue that it very much should have been.
Which one are you talking about?
When she pulverized him with her, super strength fists and sent him flying into stone, or like any number of times, right? When she then ripped his leg off, like
right, but that wouldn't kill someone immediately, I guess.
No, but I
I guess from blood loss, are you talking like
blood loss, just blunt force trauma to the place where your heart and lungs are, like he should be paced, like.
Because I don't think she actually like crushed him at any point. Like I'm looking, looking through the episode here, and she never like smashed him into the wall or anything. She rips
him with a dragon tail.
Oh no, you're right.
That should have killed him. She
does
the Mortal Kombat like fighting combo in the air. That should have killed him, right? And then also sends him down into the ground. He should be dead.
No, you're right.
Like he should be super mega ultra dead.
You're right. That was actually like some extreme indestructibility stuff.
Like they're not even doing the thing where it's like, oh, it was a wood floor, so he like smashes through it. No, it's a stone floor. Like,
yeah, he should be dead.
He should be dead.
Yeah.
Like, and it's something that it feels a bit like, oh, okay, because that's part of the fun of the show is just how easily Subaru can die. Well, and now in this point where it's kind of the least convenient for him to die, right? That's when he doesn't die, and then it's sort of the conflict starts to feel like contrivance, and it makes it harder to be attached to what's happening.
Well, also, all that, but in addition, we're making the point seemingly from the side that it is his choice that he's alive right now. He is specifically not doing this because of a character decision, which is fine to do. But if you then point also in an opposite direction that the reason why he's alive is because of plot reasons with regards to him just somehow surviving all this stuff, it kind of undercuts the character decision because it's like, no, his character decision was robbed here.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways,
needs him to survive, and so he survives.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, it also kind of ruins the severe lethality of the... I mean, obviously, head blowing up, that's insta-death, yes. But the other times before this with Wrath, where he died really quickly and really fast and stuff. So this is
like the leg thing being blown off. That one works for me because it's the, oh my God, people care about you. And so they move heaven and earth to use all their magic to save you, to whatever. Right. And they're right there. Cool.
Yeah.
But like,
that
was a bit extreme.
I didn't even like it. I blinked and it happened. So
right. Because we're so used to that happening in, like action heavy stories. Right. But it's like, but no, he's not Reinhard. Right.
No.
And they were even establishing it that like, oh, I guess Krush doesn't even have that, right? Even though she's like a strong warrior and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh, all right, I guess this is the benefit of Subaru's training, you know?
But all right, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You got an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. And also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.